Hawkins here from Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today I wanted to go over some of the things that I think make this towable backhoe a lot better than the Harbor Freight towable backhoe. So let's get into it, and I'll show and point out some of the things that I think they've solved some problems on this one over the Harbor Freight one. Alright, so here's a quick look at the towable backhoe, and I believe the company name is Betstco. I'm not really sure, but there it is right there. You can read it, determine how to say it. But so we got the bucket, boom, got our tires, seat, engine, and our controls. And before I bought this, I watched a lot of videos about the Harbor Freight towable backhoe, and some of the things I noticed that this thing already did better, or what looked better from the get-go. I'm going to point those out and kind of go over them real quick. First off, the tires and how they hook up. I guess it's the tires and the Outriggers both. But on the other one, they slide in this way and they pin in. And I saw a lot of people talking about how the spot where the pin went, so essentially this spot, was getting ovaled out over time because of the thin place they were bolting in. You can see that's, what's that, 1/4 inch, almost 1/2 inch thick right here. I mean, I think that's definitely going to be one of the first things that makes this a little bit better, is just that part of the design. It's like that up there. You can see where the pin is right here. It is it's a little different too, where they're at an angle. But yeah, I guess to me it's kind of the same difference, I guess, in some ways. But when you have those stresses going this way, that could help. One of the other big things that this thing does that the other ones didn't, that people often complain about, is the Outriggers. And when you were in the tow mode, you didn't have anywhere to put them. That you'd have to throw them in the truck or here or there, which is fine if you're just grabbing it and taking it somewhere. But if you're actually parking it, kind of like it is right now, where are you going to put these things? So just having that little upright there and the ability to stick the pin in, yeah, that's a great difference right there. I mean, they've solved that solution. Other guys are having to weld pieces on here and there just to have a place to put their Outrigger. So I really do like that. The other one's the controls. The other one had 4 different levers. I heard a lot of guys say they didn't really like that. This one does have 2. So you have, I'm not going to move them because the hydraulics, the boom will drop if you mess with these, because they do not have like a, I don't know if it's a cutoff or what's it called. So basically, if you're storing it like this, there's a pin down there you can put in, which I don't have it in, but if I was to hit that lever right now, the boom would drop. So you do got to be conscious of that and watch that. Like if you're towing, make sure you have that pin in there, because it could shake and possibly something could happen to make you lose, I guess, your pressure. And that would be bad if you're towing down the road and your boom just suddenly drops. Alright, so you got your 2 controls, but each one's 2 ways. So you got back and forth controls, one motion, left and right's another one. And it's very intuitive, at least I think, the way they set it up. I mean, you pull this one left or right, the boom's going to go left or right. Push it forward or back. If you push it down, the boom the outer arm of the boom will go up, and pull it back, curls in. This one, push it forward, the whole boom, it's going to run this central line here, the whole boom will drop down. Pull it back, it lifts up, and left and right controls your curl for your bucket there. The other thing this thing came with were these collapsible, foldable jack stands. These already came, like I said, with it. So you got your jack here, but then also you got this pin. You pull that pin and it turns the hose system, so they're out of the way. So I don't have to have it hooked up to a trailer or anything in order to go from one mode to the next necessarily. You know, I can lift this up here, and actually I can even drop that side down and get the weight pulled off of this tire and move those tires to the back side, and probably do the Outriggers. I haven't tested that, but I'm pretty sure I can, because just one of those alone, And I mean, these things by themselves aren't that cheap. So that's a pretty big addition. I don't know about the seat on the other one, but it is kind of like a spring-loaded seat. So you got some shock absorbing there. I mean, this thing's going to throw you around. I think any of them will. Back here, one thing I liked better about it, it does have the 2-inch ball instead of the 1 and whatever it is, the smaller one. I like that because I have other things that take the 2-inch ball. So if I can get everything on the same, that'd be awesome. It did not come with chains, but I don't believe the Harbor Freight one comes with tow chains either. They recommend not to tow this on the roads really anyways. Well, not this one particularly, but the Harbor Freight one. I saw a lot of people saying that it didn't tow the best. And I towed this one going about 55 up to 60 miles an hour, which, I mean, they say not to go over like 45, but it had, I mean, it towed beautifully. No issues at all, no swaying, anything. So, yeah, couldn't beat that. But those are just some of the quick things. The engine, it does look the same. I know the other one comes with the Predator. This one came with, where'd it go? Jandong. Yeah, instead of the Predator. But they're both Honda clones from the best I could tell. So, but that's a quick review of just some of the things that why I think this thing is better than the Harbor Freight one. So, if you got the Harbor Freight towable backhoe and you see this video, let me know what you think. If I'm right or wrong about some of these things being better or worse. Oh, and the other big bonus, this is a 12-inch bucket here. And when this thing came to me, I had both the 12-inch and the 18-inch bucket. So that was a giant plus there too. I don't know if it was supposed to happen or if it was an accident. But it is what it is, and I have it now, so. Alright, well, that's it. I just want to make that real quick and Alright, well, let me know what you think. Like I said, if you got this, let me know if I was right or wrong about some of these upgrades being better. If you see something on this that you think the Harbor Freight did better, let me know. So, like, share, and subscribe, and back later with some more updates about how this thing's going to work out.